All right, shalom, shalom, shalom. First and foremost, giving our praises to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem, Ruach Kwadash. Giving double honors to the elders and apostles at Great Millstone who taught me this truth. Peace and salutations to the hopeful elect. Peace and salutations to the Akim, the brethren out there on the highways and byways, pushing this truth with 100% sincerity. And peace and salutations to the few and sincere sisters who believe in this gospel. So I'm going to entitle this lesson, Endure Hardness as a Good Soldier. And really just getting the inspiration from this lesson, for two reasons, or from two things. One, just things I'm going through my own life and my own personal life and things like that. And I was watching as I'm going through these things, I'm looking for answers or maybe some encouragement or maybe some ways to get through, a situation in my life I'm going through right now. And, so I go on YouTube and I look up some, trying to find some GMS brothers who, have spoken on this topic and enduring good hardness. And I found a video from the brother, I believe he's from the Jeff City camp. I know his page is GMS Words of Prophecy. I believe he's in the Jeff City camp out here in Missouri. And, I got to go find the video. But it was a video brother made 5 years ago, just going into the same topic and the same subject. And, basically what he said in the video is, give supplication or throw up those supplications or throw up those prayers and get into the work, man. Get into the work, get into the ministry, which really pertains to doing these videos. And, and that was something that I can apply right then and there. It's not something that, you got to wait for the right time, wait for the right moment. After I heard that, I did exactly that. I made a prayer to Yahweh Bashem Yahweh Shai, and then I made a video lesson. And a solution didn't necessarily pop up right then and there, or, it just didn't fall into my lap. But what did happen is the weight that I felt, that burden that I felt, just from the stress of the situation that I'm going through, that was lifted off of me. My spirit was uplifted. And that gave me the strength to go out and do what I needed to do to, move towards solving this issue, solving these problems that I have in my life. You know what I'm saying? And if we're in this faith, we're in this walk, we all go through things. We all have to endure things, especially in this truth. You know what I'm saying? We all have to endure. Salakia. We all have to endure, different obstacles, different, things. Every brother's lot is different, but we all have to endure something. And when things seem to be overwhelming, when things seem to be kind of getting to you, it's frustrating. You're getting mad. You can't focus like you need to. And you know what I'm saying? And you, especially if you feel like it's starting to, detour you from doing the work, man. What you got to do is just like what the brother said, man. Throw up them supplications, throw up the prayers, and get into the work, man. Do a video or something like that, man. Do a video lesson on something. It can be, enduring hardness or doing so, or getting through certain situations, or it could just be a video that, what I'm saying, the Lord put a spirit on you a couple of days ago, you just hadn't done it yet. You know what I'm saying? So all in all, you got to do the work. And it's like, and I'm gonna say this and then I'm gonna go ahead and get into the scriptures. It's like it's a give and take thing, right? If we want Yahweh Bashem Yahweh Shai to do something for us, if we want to receive something from him, we have to also give something. Well, what is this giving? We're making our bodies a living sacrifice, going out there on the highways and byways, and also feeding the flock, which is what we do through these videos, breaking down the scriptures, man. And that's how we give. That's how we give back to Yahweh Bash and Yahweh Shai. But we can't expect to receive from the Lord if we don't do the things that He says, or we don't do that which is pleasing to Him. You know what I'm saying? So we always got to be mindful of that. It's not a take thing. Yahweh Bashem Yahweh Shai is not just giving out freebies. You gotta give something back. You gotta do what's required of you in order to receive something from the Lord, right? So let's go ahead and get into them scriptures, man. This is the book of 2 Timothy, chapter 2, starting at verse 1. It says, "Thou therefore, my son, be strong in the grace that is in Yahweh Shai HaMashiach, and the things that thou hast heard of me among many witnesses, the same commit thou to faithful men, who shall be able to teach others also. Thou therefore endure hardness as a good soldier of Yahweh Shai HaMashiach. No man that warreth entangleth himself with the affairs of this life, that he may please him who hath chosen him to be a soldier. And if a man also strive for masteries, yet is he not crowned, except he strive lawfully. The husbandman that laboreth must be first partaker of the fruits." Right? So, we got to endure. First, we got to endure hardness, man, because we're going to go through things in this truth, man. If you're in this gospel, you're in this ministry, you're in this walk, you know what I'm saying? You're going to go through things. You're going to be tested. The Lord is going to, and really mainly because of our transgressions in our past lives, in this life, in this truth, but, also to build us up for the times to come, man, because certain situations that we may be going through right now on a small scale, we might have to deal with that on a much larger scale, when all hell breaks loose during Jacob's trouble. You know what I'm saying? We might have to deal with certain things. You know what I'm saying? So we got to embrace, basically we got to embrace the struggle. You know what I'm saying? It's a struggle, man. And we got to get through it. We got to get through. We got to deal with it. But we're not alone. That's the good thing about it. We're not alone. We got something that's more powerful than any other thing in this universe. You know what I'm saying? And that's the spirit and power of Yahweh Bash and Yahweh Shai. Right? And it says, verse 4 says, "No man that warreth entangleth himself with the affairs of this life, that he may please him who hath chosen him to be a soldier," right? So like the things that are going on in this life, in this world, man, well, first off, this world was supposed to be detached, right? And the things that we go through in this world is even a much greater reason for us to detach from them. Because this shit don't bring nothing but stress, pain, turmoil, you know what I'm saying? Sleepless nights and shit. So why not? The more and more we get closer to the end, the more and more we need to be able to detach, because there's going to be a time where certain things like money, maybe women, maybe family members, we're going to have to let that go for our lives, for the sake of our lives and our survival. You know what I'm saying? We're going to have to let certain things go. So now is the perfect time to be detached. And, hey, man, going through, enduring that hardness, going through the struggle, man, and realizing, man, that this life ain't shit is one way to detach. If we're out in war, let's say we're out in the physical war, because we are in a war, but it's a spiritual war. But let's say we're out in the physical war, you can't be worried about your wife and kids back at home. You got to worry about, you know what I'm saying, surviving, man, completing the mission, and making sure you get to completion, or to complete the mission. And it's not a guarantee that you're going to make it. It's not a guarantee that you're going to make it through. So the most important thing is fighting this spiritual battle, fighting this spiritual war, man. You can't be worried about the affairs of this world and everything that's going on in civilian life. Because believe it or not, man, if you're a man of the Lord, you're in this truth, you're not a civilian. You're not a regular person. You may seem like a regular person to the naked eye, but in all, in this truth, man, we're not regular people. We're not regular men, you know? And it says, and if a man also strive for masteries, yet is he not crowned, except he strive lawfully, right? So, yeah, we got to get through it, but we also got to get through it according to the words of Yahweh Bashim Yahweh Shah. We got to stay within the guidelines that he set forth, right? Which is these scriptures, these precepts, the commandments, the law, statutes, and commandments. You know what I'm saying? We got to follow and strive lawfully with that, right? So let's go to Sirach chapter 2. And it says, my son, if thou come to serve the Lord, prepare thy soul for temptation. Set thy heart aright and constantly endure. And make not haste in the time of trouble. That's where prayer comes in. When things seem to be overwhelming, when things seem to be getting to you, when these demons, when Satan seem like he getting a hold of you, man, you're supposed to endure that, man, and pray to Yahweh Bashim Yahweh Shai, right? And get into this work, man. Get into fighting this battle. This is our fight. This is how we fight back. Getting into these scriptures, man. Doing the work, edifying, exhorting. This is how we fight back. Right? Verse 3, cleave unto him and depart not away, that thou mayest be increased at thy last end. Whatsoever is brought upon thee, take cheerfully, and be patient when thou art changed to a lower state, right? So whatever you may be going through, man, you just got to be patient, because Yahweh Bashim Yahweh Shai is not going to give you anything that you're not able to handle. So that which you are given to handle, you have to be patient in handling it, because it's not going to be an overnight thing, man. This situation that I'm dealing with now, man, I've been dealing with it for the past about maybe 3, 4, 5 months, man. And I can see the light at the end of the tunnel, man, but I still got to be patient and endure it. You know? Still got to be patient and endure it, man. But it's not going to be an overnight thing. It's not going to be, all right, I'm making some prayers and I'm begging Yahweh Bashim Yahweh Shai to lighten his load on me. All right, boom. The Lord heard me. Now I got, now my prayers and the answers to my prayers are just falling into my lap. No, it's not going to work like that, man. Right? What Yahweh Bashim Yahweh Shai is going to do is he's going to lighten your spirit up, man. All of that shit that was overwhelming you, that you might have been feeling in your emotions, man, them demons that might have been coming against you, man, the Lord is going to take that off of you. And so you can do what you got to do to get through the situation that you're going through, man. And I experienced this. You know what I'm saying? I just recently experienced this, man. You know, Tawada Yahweh Bashim Yahweh Shai for putting the spirit on that, on the brother, GMS Words of Prophecy, to make that video lesson, man. Even though it was 5 years ago, you know, it's still relevant today because it helped me out. Right? Verse 5, it says, for gold is tried in the fire, and acceptable men in the furnace of adversity. Believe in him, and he will help thee. Order thy way aright, and trust in him. Right? We're supposed to trust in Yahweh Bashim Yahweh Shai. Leaning on Yahweh Bashim Yahweh Shai and praying to him to help you through something, man. That's a show of faith, a show that you trust in him, a show that you believe in Yahweh Bashim Yahweh Shai and the power that he wields. So that's why, man. You know, we gotta, that's application of the scriptures, right? You can't be a Israelite, man, who you just go out in the highways and byways and you may do videos, you know what I'm saying? You may keep the law, statutes, and commandments, but the rest of the scriptures, you don't apply them. You know, you gotta apply all of the scriptures, man, in as many situations as is fit to apply them in, man. Because remember, man, we got a power. We got We have power through the Holy Spirit, you know, through the Holy Spirit that was given to us through Yahweh Shai, right? And it says, ye that fear the Lord hope for good and for everlasting joy and mercy. Salakia. Look at the generations of old and see, did ever any trust in the Lord and was confounded? Or did any abide in his fear and was forsaken? Or whom did he ever despise that called upon him? If you truly trust in Yahweh Bashem Yahweh Shai, and you truly have faith, man, Yahweh Bashem Yahweh Shai is going to come through for you. It might not always be the way that you want it to, but he's going to come through in a way to where, you know, you're going to be able to, you're going to know that the Lord came through for you. You know what I'm saying? It might not always be in a way that you expect, but best believe it's the way that's best for you. And in that situation, you might be going through a financial issue. You might be backed up on some bills, and you might have some debt and everything, but the Lord might not give you or just let all that money, you know what I'm saying, fall into your lap at one time. But the Lord might open up an opportunity for you. Yahweh Bashem Yahweh Shai might, you know, a day or two from the time that you made the prayer might open up an opportunity for you. Maybe a better job opportunity or another way to make some money so you can, you know, get that paid off or something like that, right? But, you know, the Lord is going to leave it up to you to do what you got to do to execute, you know, what you need to execute in order to get out of that situation. Yeah, it might not be, all right, the Lord just going to drop $10,000 in your lap and now you out of debt. Nah, the Lord might give you opportunities to where over time, you know, it's easier for you to pay that off, but the Lord's going to give you that, you know, opportunity to discipline yourself, to improve, to grow. You feel me? Because that's the point of this thing, man. We're supposed to grow. We're supposed to grow. We're supposed to become better and better, you know what I'm saying, little by little every single day, right? The book of Psalm 27 and verse 12, it says, deliver me not over unto the will of mine enemies, for false witnesses are risen up against me, as such as breathe out cruelty, right? And who was our number one enemy on the spiritual level? It's Satan, man. The spiritual demon Satan. That's our number one enemy on a spiritual level, right? And you know, Satan will try and plague you with these other demons, man. And try and put thoughts in your head, try and discourage you, try and put doubt. And, you know, it's your job to stick it through and rebuke those demons, man. Just as Yahweh Shai did, man. Rebuke the demons through the scriptures, through the precepts, right? And call on the name of the Lord. You know what I'm saying? Because, hey, look, man, it really works. It really does work. It really does work. To the people of the world, man, this might seem like some minor stuff because these people of the world, man, they're carnal. They're looking for that big answer, man. That carnal physical answer. Or, you know, they're looking for that $10,000 to just pop up on your lap and appear out of nowhere. Right? But we understand, man, this is a spiritual walk. And things are going to happen on a spiritual level. Right? To enable us to do what we got to do to get through whatever situation we got to get through. It's the book of 1 Corinthians chapter 10 and verse 13. Salakia. It says, there have no temptation taken you, but such as is common to man. But Yahweh is faithful, who will not suffer you to be tempted above that ye are able, right? Because the Lord is not going to give you more than you can handle. Whatever situation you're going through, even though it may seem overwhelming, you're able to get through it. You're able to handle it, man. You're strong enough for it. You're strong enough for it, right? And it says, but will with the temptation also make a way to escape, that ye may be able to bear it, right? The Lord is always going to give you a way out. If you trust in Yahweh Bashem Yahweh Shai, the Lord is going to give you a way out of the situation, man. The Lord is going to give you a way out. It may not be what you expected or what you wanted to be, but even though you feel like, man, you don't know what you're going to do, how you're going to get out of this situation, How you going to fix this, man? The Lord will make a way for you. The Lord will make a way out of no way, right? Won't he do it? But, and it's all about trust. It's all about trusting in Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shah, all about faith and believing in it, man. And just enduring and striving, man. So with that, I hope that this was an edifying lesson, straight to the point. And Lord willing, it was uplifting to those, of the ministry and of the hopeful elect. So giving all praises to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem, Ruach Kodesh. Shalom.